not very, very exact to the last point, but he is, of course, an excellent technician, and he sees every single little detail, which may be a little bit wrong or, a bit biased. Anyway, this is why we have you both here tonight in the Hall of Fame of the Deutsches Museum. And to make the story complete, Professor Gerd Hitzinger, he is the one who helps us so much in the Deutsches Museum to bring all this to life. The mock-up model, the copy, is good. We love it. But what would be even better is when Professor Hitzinger and his fellow workers at his company bring your car to life, to drive, for all our visitors in the future here, so that they have a feeling what it means for a human being to do the first step into the universe. We are so proud, we are glad to have you here, and we expect a great evening. Thank you so much for coming to the Deutsches Museum.
Wonderful mentors and friend Werner von Braun wrote a letter to President Kennedy. A 14-page letter says, "We can beat him to the moon." And so we adopted that program called Apollo, and I had the privilege of 8 years later, after that was announced, being in mission control, talking to Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin when they landed on the moon. It was a great thrill. Above our landing site, and on the second day we drove our car up to this position in here, which gave us a spectacular view of the lunar of the valley we landed in. And from where we landed to this point was about 4.5 kilometers. Our objective was to, on every day, we were there on the moon for 3 days, 72 hours. We divided the 72 hours up into 3 24-hour periods so that we would have a rest period, we would have a moonwalk, then we would come back in. We would eat one meal after we woke up. We would eat a meal before we went to bed, and then we took off our suits, space suits, and hopefully went to sleep. Our first rest period was about 4 hours after we landed on the moon. So you can imagine trying to go to sleep 4 hours after you landed on the moon. I was so excited, and I couldn't sleep. I described every rock that we saw in that 4 hours, so now I had to get some sleep. So I had permission to take a sleeping pill the first night I was on the moon. Back towards the lunar module, and this was about the fastest I wanted to go up there because of the lack of balance. Now this is a scary moment for me. I'm the guy here. We were doing the Moon Olympics, and now I go on a high jump, but fell over backwards. And if that suit breaks or the life support system breaks, I'm dead. So you can imagine I got to do something. So I rolled right to break my fall, bounced onto my back, and John asked, "Am I all right?" He had to help me up. The Orion spacecraft is built to go beyond Earth orbit and either orbit the moon or intercept an asteroid, or with some additional habitation modules, it has the capability of going to Mars. NASA has sort of a vague schedule. Maybe in the 2030s, we would have the first flyby of Mars. I won't be around for that, but some of the younger group here in the audience will. And so I'm over my time, and I will sit down. Maybe we can have some questions at the end of Professor Hirsinger's talk. I know it's going to be very exciting with what he's put together for us. Thank you very much. I appreciate the museum for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.